Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most searched and most misunderstood coins in the hobby world, the top Liberty coin, especially the famous 1981D issue. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, mint errors, and coins that could be worth serious money, then stay with me until the end because what I'm about to share might completely change the way you look at your pocket change. When people hear the word Liberty on a coin, they immediately think of classic American designs that represent freedom, strength, and national pride. Liberty has appeared on many United States coins throughout history, from early silver dollars to modern circulating coins. The 1981D Liberty coin that many collectors talk about is actually part of the Washington Quarter series, minted in Denver. On the obverse side of this coin, you see the profile of George Washington with the word Liberty clearly inscribed above. On the reverse, depending on the type, you will see the traditional eagle design that was used before the state quarters era began. The 1981D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is one of the major mint facilities in the United States. The D mint mark indicates it was struck in Denver. During 1981, millions of quarters were produced for circulation. At first glance, this might make you think the coin is common and not valuable. And for most regular circulated examples, that is true. In worn condition, a normal 1981D quarter is typically worth face value, just 25 cents, but here is where things become very interesting. While regular circulated coins are common, high-grade uncirculated examples of the 1981D quarter can be surprisingly rare. In fact, collectors have discovered that well-struck, sharply detailed examples in mint state grades like MS65, MS66, and especially MS67 are extremely difficult to find. This is because many 1981 quarters were weakly struck or poorly preserved. Finding one in pristine condition with full detail and strong luster is not easy. Auction records show that certain high-grade 1981D quarters have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. The value depends heavily on condition and certification by major grading companies. A coin graded MS67 by a respected grading service can bring serious attention at auction. Now let's address something very important. There are rumors online claiming that a 1981D Liberty coin is worth $787,976.45. That is an extremely specific and very high number. As of verified public auction records, no regular 1981D Washington quarter has sold for anywhere near that amount. However, in the coin world, values can skyrocket if a coin has a rare mint error, is in ultra-high grade, or has a unique characteristic that makes it one of a kind. Mint errors are one of the biggest reasons a coin's value can jump dramatically. Errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet strikes, or dramatic die cracks can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. If a 1981D quarter were discovered with a spectacular and rare mint error in flawless condition, its value could increase significantly compared to a normal example. Collectors also search for varieties. A double die, for example, occurs when the design is impressed twice slightly offset, creating a visible doubling effect in letters or numbers. If you look closely at the word Liberty or the date 1981 and notice strong doubling, that coin might be worth further inspection by a professional. The history behind Liberty coins goes back to the earliest days of American coinage. The concept of liberty symbolizes freedom and independence, core principles of the United States. Over the decades, liberty has been depicted as a classical female figure, as inscriptions, and alongside presidents and national symbols. By 1981, the Washington quarter design had already been in circulation for decades, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The Denver Mint, where the 1981D coin was struck, has played a major role in U.S. coin production since 1906. Coins with the D mint mark are collected separately from those minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. Sometimes mint mark location and strike quality can influence value, especially in higher grades. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A coin that looks shiny to the naked eye might still have tiny scratches, contact marks, or weak details that reduce its grade. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign a numerical grade based on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. A difference of just one grade point in the higher mint state range can mean hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value difference. If you believe you have a high-quality 1981D Liberty coin, here are some steps to follow. First, never clean the coin. Cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Second, examine it under good lighting and magnification. Look for strong detail in Washington's hair, clear lettering in Liberty, sharp edges, and minimal marks. Third, consider submitting it to a reputable grading service for authentication and grading. The current market for modern quarters like 1981D is steady but selective. Average circulated examples remain common. Uncirculated rolls can sell for a premium above face value. Certified high-grade examples attract competitive bidding from registry set collectors who are trying to assemble the finest known sets. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, design, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin tells a story. The 1981D Liberty coin represents a snapshot of American minting during the early 1980s. It circulated through stores, banks, vending machines, and pockets across the country. Some were saved. Most were spent. A few survived in exceptional condition. When you hear large value claims like $787,976.45, always approach with caution and verify through trusted auction archives and professional grading sources. The coin market rewards knowledge and careful research. Exciting discoveries do happen, but realistic expectations are important. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top Liberty coin and the 1981D current market value and history, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more rare coin breakdowns, hidden treasure stories, mint error guides, and real auction results. You never know, the next coin we discuss might already be sitting in your collection. Check your change carefully. Examine your old coin jars. Look through inherited collections. That ordinary-looking quarter might just surprise you. And remember, the true value of a coin is not only in dollars, but in the history it carries and the excitement it brings to collectors around the world. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the famous 1983D Top Liberty coin. This is a story of history, mystery, minting errors, and the exciting world of coin collecting where small details can turn simple metal into serious money. First, let's understand what people mean when they say Top Liberty coin. In most cases, collectors are referring to the word Liberty on the obverse of a coin being positioned unusually high, close to the rim, sometimes partially touching or almost disappearing into the edge. This tiny design variation can create huge excitement in the coin market. The 1983D coin that collectors search for is the Lincoln Memorial Cent minted in Denver. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint. In 1983, millions of pennies were produced, and most of them are worth only face value. But within those millions, there are rare varieties and errors that can be worth a fortune. The obverse of this coin features Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected presidents in American history. His portrait has appeared on the penny since 1909. The reverse design used in 1983 shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was first introduced in 1959. Now here's where things get interesting. In 1982 and 1983, the United States Mint made a major change in penny composition. Prior to mid-1982, pennies were mostly copper. After that, they were made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. The 1983D penny is supposed to be copper-plated zinc. However, some rare error coins exist that were struck on leftover bronze planchets. These rare bronze 1983 pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Collectors also search for double die errors. A double die occurs when the design is accidentally impressed twice onto the coin die at slightly different angles. This results in noticeable doubling on letters or numbers. On some 1983 pennies, the doubling can be seen clearly on Liberty, the date, or the words "In God We Trust." When the doubling is strong and visible without magnification, the value increases dramatically. The Top Liberty effect often happens because of die wear, die misalignment, or striking pressure differences. If Liberty appears unusually high and bold near the rim, collectors take notice. Condition is everything. A circulated 1983 penny with wear may be worth only a few cents. But an uncirculated example in mint state condition, especially graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading companies, can bring serious money. Now let's talk about market value. A normal 1983 penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, it might sell for 50 cents to a few dollars. A strong double-die reverse 1983 penny has sold for hundreds to over $1,000 depending on condition. And the extremely rare bronze-era versions have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. When you hear large numbers like $787, $97.67 or other big figures circulating online, it's important to understand that not every 1983 penny is worth that amount. Viral videos and social media posts often exaggerate prices. The highest auction prices are usually for extremely rare era coins in near-perfect condition, certified and authenticated by grading services. The coin market works on supply and demand. If only a few rare examples exist and collectors compete for them, prices rise. If millions exist, the value stays low. This is why professional grading and authentication are critical. Services like PCGS and NGC examine coins carefully and assign a grade based on condition, strike quality, luster, and preservation. History also adds to value. The penny featuring Abraham Lincoln has a deep historical background. Lincoln led the United States through the Civil War and is remembered for ending slavery. Having his image on the coin connects collectors to American heritage. In 1983, the United States economy was recovering from inflation and recession. The mint was adjusting to cost-cutting measures, including changing metal composition. These transitions often create opportunities for mint errors. Whenever a major change happens at a mint, collectors pay attention because mistakes are more likely. If you think you have a valuable 1983 penny, here are steps you should follow. First, check the weight. A bronze penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. Use a precise digital scale. Second, inspect the coin under magnification. Look closely at Liberty, the date, and the reverse lettering for doubling. Third, examine the condition. Coins without scratches, discoloration, or wear are more valuable. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can reduce its value instantly. Even if a coin looks dirty, leave it as it is. Collectors prefer original surfaces. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that hidden treasures are still out there. Imagine checking your pocket change and finding a rare error worth thousands. That thrill keeps collectors searching. The 1983 top Liberty penny represents more than just metal. It represents curiosity, knowledge, patience, and attention to detail. A tiny design difference can turn 1 cent into serious money. But remember, education is key. Learn how to identify real errors versus normal wear. Coin collecting is one of the most accessible hobbies in the world. Anyone can start with spare change. Over time, knowledge grows, and so does the ability to spot valuable pieces. The story of the 1983 penny teaches us that even the smallest objects can carry history and hidden value. Always verify prices through reputable auction records. Look at completed sales, not just asking prices. Market value changes over time depending on collector demand and economic conditions. If you enjoyed learning about the 1983 top Liberty coin, make sure you subscribe to Coins for more deep dives into rare coins, hidden treasures, and market updates. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and your next discovery could be closer than you think. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of coin collecting, the legendary top Liberty coins, their history, the 1983 issues, and the current market value that has collectors across the world searching through their change with excitement. Welcome to Coins, the place where hidden treasures are revealed and small metal pieces turn into big money stories. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic symbols in American coinage history. For over a century, different versions of Liberty have appeared on U.S. coins, representing freedom, strength, and national pride. From early copper cents to silver dollars, Liberty has stood as a powerful image recognized worldwide. When collectors talk about Liberty coins being worth a lot of money, they are often referring to rare dates, minting errors, limited production runs, or coins preserved in exceptional condition. The value of a coin is not just about its age. It is about rarity, demand, historical significance, and condition. A coin minted in 1983 might look ordinary at first glance, but under the right circumstances, it can become extremely valuable. Let's talk about the 1983 Liberty-related coins and why they are important. In 1983, the United States Mint produced coins during a time when mint sets were not officially sold to collectors. This makes high-quality uncirculated examples from 1983 much harder to find today. For example, the 1983 Lincoln cent, though not called a Liberty coin directly, still carries the spirit of liberty because the word Liberty is engraved on the obverse side next to the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Most 1983 pennies are common. However, certain rare varieties and mint errors have sold for impressive amounts. One of the most famous is the 1983 double die reverse penny. In this error coin, the letters on the reverse side appear double due to a misalignment in the die during production. In top condition, some of these coins have sold for thousands of dollars. Another extremely rare 1983 variation is the 1983 copper penny. Officially, by 1983, pennies were supposed to be struck in zinc with a thin copper coating. However, a very small number were mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These rare copper 1983 pennies have been valued at tens of thousands of dollars in high grades. Imagine finding that in your change. Now let's move beyond the 1983 penny and explore the broader world of Liberty coins that have reached extraordinary prices. The Liberty head nickel is one of the most famous coins in American history. Only 5 examples are known to exist. One of these sold for over $3 million at auction. That is the power of rarity combined with mystery, because the coin was never officially authorized for release. Then we have the walking Liberty half dollar, a favorite among collectors due to its stunning design. While most dates are affordable, rare mint marks and high-grade examples can command thousands of dollars. The standing Liberty quarter is another highly collectible series. The 1916 issue, with a low mintage, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars depending on condition, and of course, no Liberty discussion is complete without mentioning the legendary St. Gaudens double eagle. This coin is considered by many experts to be the most beautiful U.S. coin ever made. Certain rare dates have sold for millions, especially the 1933 version, which became one of the most expensive coins ever sold. So how does all of this connect to current market value? The coin market changes constantly. Prices depend on collector demand, precious metal prices, economic conditions, and grading standards. A coin graded MS-65 by a professional grading service will be worth significantly more than the same coin in circulated condition. If someone claims a Liberty coin is worth $787, $97.66, that number would depend heavily on which specific coin it is, its mint mark, its condition, and whether it has a rare error. Most 1983 coins in normal condition are worth face value. However, rare error varieties or exceptionally preserved examples can reach into the thousands. Collectors should always verify value through reputable auction records, professional grading services, and trusted numismatic experts. Authentication is critical because high-value coins are often counterfeited. The history behind Liberty coins is what truly drives their value. They represent different eras of American history, economic growth, war periods, artistic movements, and changes in minting technology. Each Liberty design tells a story. In the early days, Liberty was depicted with flowing hair, symbolizing a young nation. Later designs showed Liberty wearing a cap or holding a shield. By the early 20th century, designs became more artistic and detailed, reflecting a golden age of American coin artistry. The demand for Liberty coins remains strong worldwide. Investors appreciate gold and silver Liberty coins for their metal content, while collectors seek rare dates and pristine examples for their collections. If you want to search for valuable coins, start by checking dates carefully. Look for mint marks such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco. Examine coins under magnification for doubling, unusual textures, or off-center strikes. Weigh suspicious 1983 pennies to see if they match copper weight instead of zinc. Condition matters more than many beginners realize. A coin with no scratches, strong luster, and sharp details can be worth many times more than a worn example. The thrill of coin collecting comes from the possibility that treasure might be hiding in plain sight. A coin that looks ordinary could turn out to be a rare variety worth life-changing money. At Coins, we believe knowledge is power. The more you learn about history, minting processes, and market trends, the better your chances of spotting something special. Liberty coins are not just currency. They are history in your hands. From the classic Liberty head designs to the iconic early 20th century masterpieces, these coins continue to inspire collectors around the world. Before selling any potentially valuable coin, always get it professionally evaluated. A small difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars difference in price. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Online auctions, collector forums, and grading services have made it easier to buy and sell rare coins globally. But education remains the most important tool. So the next time you receive change, take a second look. Check that 1983 penny. Examine the word Liberty carefully. Look for doubling. Feel the weight. You might just discover a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins, their 1983 varieties, and current market values, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more treasure hunting stories, expert tips, and rare coin discoveries. Today we are exploring one of the most talked about subjects among collectors, the legendary Liberty coins, their history, their current market value, and the truth about high-value claims like $787,976.5. We will also take a special look at the 1991 issue and understand what makes certain Liberty coins incredibly valuable while others remain common. Liberty coins are more than just currency. They are symbols of American identity, freedom, and artistic excellence. The image of liberty has appeared on many United States coins over the centuries. From the early flowing hair designs of the 1790s to the iconic walking Liberty and seated Liberty designs, these coins carry both historical and financial significance. One of the most famous Liberty designs in American coinage history is the walking Liberty design, created by Adolph A. Weinman. This design originally appeared on the half-dollar from 1916 to 1947. It features Lady Liberty striding confidently toward the rising sun, draped in the American flag, holding branches of laurel and oak. The design was later revived on the American Silver Eagle bullion coin, first issued in 1986. Collectors love Liberty coins because they combine beauty, rarity, and historical depth. But not every Liberty coin is worth a fortune. Value depends on several factors: rarity, condition, mint mark, metal content, historical importance, and demand in the collector market. Let's talk about the 1991 Liberty coin. When people say 1991 Liberty coin, they are often referring to the American Silver Eagle issued in that year. The 1991 Silver Eagle features the walking Liberty design on the front and the heraldic eagle design on the back. These coins contain 1 full ounce of 0.999 fine silver. In average circulated or standard bullion condition, a 1991 Silver Eagle is usually worth close to the current silver spot price plus a small premium. Depending on the market, that might be $30 to $50 or sometimes higher when silver prices rise. However, if the coin is in uncirculated mint condition or graded by a professional grading service with a high score like MS69 or MS70, the value can rise significantly. Now here is where things get exciting. Certain Liberty coins, especially rare dates or error coins, can sell for extraordinary prices at auctions organized by companies such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries. Some rare Liberty head coins from the 19th century, especially gold issues like the Liberty Head Double Eagle, have sold for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. For example, rare high-grade Liberty gold coins from the late 1800s have achieved auction results far beyond their face value. Coins struck in low mintage years or with unique mint errors are especially valuable. The combination of rarity and condition is everything in the coin world. Now let's address the number $787,976.5. Could a Liberty coin really be worth that much? The answer is yes, but only under very specific circumstances. It would need to be an extremely rare date, likely a gold Liberty coin from the 1800s, possibly with a very low surviving population and in near-perfect condition. Auction records have shown that rare Liberty gold coins can sell for amounts in that range or even higher. However, a regular 1991 Silver Eagle will not reach anywhere near that price unless it has an extraordinary error or unique feature. Most 1991 Silver Eagles remain valuable primarily for their silver content and collectible appeal rather than extreme rarity. Understanding the difference between hype and reality is crucial. Many viral videos and online posts claim that common coins are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. In most cases, these claims are exaggerated. The true high-value coins are usually verified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC and are documented through major auction sales. Condition plays a massive role. A coin in poor condition may only be worth its metal value. The same coin in mint state condition with no scratches, perfect luster, and sharp details can multiply in value many times over. Grading scales from 1 to 70 determine how collectors assess condition. The closer a coin is to 70, the higher its potential value. Mint marks also matter. Coins struck in certain mints, like Carson City in the 1800s, are especially desirable. Low mintage numbers create scarcity, and scarcity drives price. That is basic supply and demand. Another factor is historical context. Liberty coins from periods of war, economic crisis, or major transitions in American history carry emotional and cultural weight. Collectors often pay premiums for coins connected to meaningful historical moments. Gold Liberty coins, such as the Liberty Head $20 Double Eagle, contain nearly 1 ounce of gold. Because of their gold content alone, they already hold significant intrinsic value. When rarity and condition are added, prices can skyrocket. Silver Liberty coins are also popular because they offer affordability compared to gold while still providing investment potential. The American Silver Eagle series remains one of the most widely collected bullion programs in the world. If you are hoping to find a Liberty coin worth a fortune, here are a few tips. Always check the date carefully. Research mintage numbers. Look for mint marks under the date or near the design. Inspect the coin for errors such as double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual features. Consider professional grading if you believe your coin is special. The coin market changes constantly. Silver and gold prices fluctuate daily. Auction results set new records. Collector demand shifts over time. What might be worth $40 today could be worth more tomorrow if metal prices rise or collector interest increases. At Coins, we always encourage education before excitement. Learn the history. Study real auction results. Verify information with trusted sources. Avoid unrealistic promises. The dream of discovering a Liberty coin worth $787,976.5 is exciting. And yes, rare examples in the Liberty series have reached similar values. But the reality is that most 1991 Liberty coins are valued based on silver content and collectible condition, not extreme rarity. Still, every coin tells a story. From the early days of the United States to modern bullion programs, Liberty coins represent freedom, artistry, and economic history. Holding one is like holding a piece of the past. So check your coin jars. Look through old collections inherited from family members. You never know what you might find. Even if it is not worth hundreds of thousands, it could still be a valuable piece of history. If you enjoyed this deep exploration into Liberty coins and their market value, make sure to subscribe to Coins, where we uncover hidden treasures, break down real market prices, and separate fact from fiction in the exciting world of numismatics, because sometimes the smallest pieces of metal carry the biggest stories, and maybe, just maybe, one of them could change your life. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about topics in the coin collecting world: top Liberty coins, their history, their real current market value, and especially the famous 1997 Liberty coin that many people believe could be worth a lot of money, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay with me until the end because what I'm about to reveal might completely change the way you look at the coins in your pocket right now. Liberty coins are some of the most iconic and historic coins ever produced in the United States. The word liberty has appeared on American coins for more than 2 centuries. It represents freedom, independence, and the foundation of the nation. From early designs like the flowing hair Liberty to modern coins that still proudly carry the word liberty, these coins are more than just money. They are history in metal form. When collectors talk about valuable Liberty coins, they are usually referring to coins that feature Lady Liberty as the main design. Some of the most famous examples include the Morgan dollar designed by George T. Morgan, the Walking Liberty half dollar designed by Adolph A. Weinman, and the Standing Liberty quarter. These coins are highly collectible, especially in high grades or rare mint conditions. The Morgan dollar is one of the most popular Liberty coins ever made. Produced from 1878 to 1904 and again in 1921, it features Lady Liberty on the front and an eagle on the back. Certain rare dates and mint marks of this coin have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. High-grade examples with perfect surfaces and strong luster can reach extraordinary prices. The Walking Liberty half dollar, minted from 1916 to 1947, is another favorite. Its beautiful design shows Liberty walking toward the sunrise, symbolizing hope and a bright future. Today, even common dates in excellent condition can be worth much more than their face value, and rare dates can bring thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about modern Liberty coins and especially the 1997 D coin. The letter D on a U.S. coin means it was minted at the Denver Mint in Denver, Colorado. In 1997, several coins were produced at Denver, including pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars. One important coin from 1997 is the 1997 D Kennedy half dollar. While most circulated examples are only worth face value, coins in perfect uncirculated condition graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading companies can be worth significantly more. The value depends heavily on condition, demand, and rarity in high grades. Another coin people often ask about is the 1997 D Lincoln cent. Most of these are common and worth only 1 cent in circulation. However, if you find one in flawless mint state condition, or with a rare minting error such as double die, off-center strike, or unusual planchet error, the value can increase dramatically. Error coins are highly collectible because they are rare mistakes made during the minting process. It is important to understand something very clearly. Claims of a regular 1997 D coin being worth $787,976 are extremely unlikely unless the coin has a unique and verified mint error, historical significance, or is a one-of-a-kind specimen. In the coin collecting world, values that reach hundreds of thousands of dollars are usually reserved for very rare early coins, extremely low mintage coins, or coins in perfect certified condition with strong collector demand. For example, certain rare early Liberty coins from the 1700s and 1800s have sold for millions of dollars. The 1794 flowing hair silver dollar is considered one of the most valuable coins in American history. High-grade examples have sold for over $10 million at auction. That is because it is believed to be among the first silver dollars ever struck by the United States Mint. Another extremely valuable Liberty coin is the 1913 Liberty head nickel. Only 5 examples are known to exist. Because of its rarity, one of these coins has sold for more than $4 million. This shows that true value in coin collecting comes from rarity, historical importance, and condition. When determining the current market value of any Liberty coin, collectors consider several key factors. First is mintage, which means how many coins were originally produced. Lower mintage usually means higher value. Second is condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state 70. The closer a coin is to perfect condition, the more valuable it becomes. Third is demand. If many collectors want a particular coin, the price goes up. Finally, rarity in high grades is critical. Some coins may be common in circulated condition but extremely rare in perfect mint state. If you believe you have a valuable 1997 D Liberty coin, the best step is to have it examined by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These companies authenticate, grade, and seal coins in protective holders. Once certified, the coin can be sold at auction or through dealers with confidence. Let's also talk about silver and gold Liberty coins. Many Liberty coins from the past were made of precious metals. For example, the Liberty Head Double Eagle Gold coin, minted from 1850 to 1907, contains nearly 1 ounce of gold. Its value today depends not only on rarity but also on the current gold price. Rare dates of this coin can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Silver Liberty coins, such as Morgan and Peace dollars, contain real silver. Their minimum value is often tied to the silver market price. However, rare dates and high-grade examples can be worth far more than their silver content. The coin market changes constantly. Auction records are broken every year. Rare coins continue to rise in value because serious collectors and investors see them as tangible assets. Unlike paper money or digital currency, rare coins have physical history, beauty, and limited supply. If you are searching through your coins right now, here are some tips. Look for unusual errors. Check the mint mark carefully. Examine the coin under bright light. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers. Check for unusual color or metal differences. And most importantly, never clean your coins. Cleaning can reduce value dramatically. The dream of finding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars is exciting. While most 1997D coins are common, rare error versions or perfect graded examples can be worth more than face value. But the truly massive values in the coin world usually belong to historic Liberty coins from earlier centuries. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, art, and the thrill of discovery. Every Liberty coin tells a story about America's past, its struggles, its growth, and its identity. From the earliest days of the United States Mint to modern commemorative issues, Liberty remains a powerful symbol. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins, their history, and the truth about current market values including the 1997D issue, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Coins, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Who knows, the next valuable coin could already be in your collection waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and powerful names in American coin history, the legendary Top Liberty coin. When collectors hear the word Liberty on a coin, their hearts beat faster. Because Liberty is not just a design. Liberty is history. Liberty is art. Liberty is money. And sometimes, Liberty is worth a fortune. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand that could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. That is the power of rare Liberty coins. The story of Liberty on American coins began in the late 1700s when the United States wanted a symbol of freedom and independence. Liberty became the face of the nation's coinage. Over time, many beautiful Liberty designs were created. Some became common. Some became rare. And some became legends. One of the most famous Liberty coins ever made is the flowing hair Liberty design, first introduced in 1794. These coins are now considered national treasures. In fact, a 1794 flowing hair silver dollar sold for over $10 million at auction. Think about that. A coin smaller than your palm, worth more than a luxury mansion. Then came the draped bust Liberty coins in the late 1700s and early 1800s. Their elegant portrait made them popular among collectors. In high grades, these coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. The seated Liberty design, introduced in 1836, showed Liberty sitting on a rock holding a shield and a pole. These coins were produced for decades. But here is the secret most people do not know. Certain dates and mint marks of seated Liberty coins are extremely rare. Some can be worth over $100,000 if found in excellent condition. Now let us talk about the famous Morgan silver dollar, introduced in 1878. Designed by George T. Morgan, this coin features Lady Liberty in a bold and detailed style. Millions were produced, but rare years like the 1893 Morgan dollar can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars in top condition. then came the beautiful walking Liberty half-dollar in 1916. Many collectors believe it is one of the most beautiful coins ever made. Designed by Adolph Weinman, this coin later inspired the modern American silver eagle. Rare early dates of the Walking Liberty series can reach impressive prices in the collector market, but what about 2001? In 2001, the United States Mint was producing modern commemorative and bullion coins, including the American Silver Eagle. The 2001 American Silver Eagle carries the Walking Liberty design on the front. Millions were produced, which means most regular 2001 Silver Eagles are not extremely rare. However, condition is everything. A normal 2001 Silver Eagle in circulated condition may be worth slightly above silver melt value. But a perfect graded MS-70 or PR-70 example certified by major grading companies can sell for significantly higher prices. Some special proof versions and rare error coins from 2001 can command premium prices depending on demand. Collectors are always searching for coins in perfect condition. A tiny scratch can reduce value dramatically. But a flawless coin can multiply its price many times. Now let us talk about market value. The coin market is constantly changing. Prices move depending on silver prices, gold prices, collector demand, rarity, grading, and historical importance. A common Liberty coin may sell for $30 or $40. A rare date in mint condition can sell for thousands. And legendary pieces can reach into the millions. There are stories of Liberty coins discovered in old collections, inherited from grandparents, or found in safe deposit boxes that turned out to be worth life-changing money. That is why collectors carefully check dates, mint marks, and condition. Some Liberty coins worth a lot of money include the 1913 Liberty head nickel. Only 5 examples exist. One sold for millions of dollars. The 1893 S. Morgan silver dollar in high grade can reach 6 figures. The 1796 draped bust quarter is another rare treasure highly valued in the market. Condition is graded on a scale from poor to mint state 70. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Professional grading services authenticate and protect coins in special holders. This increases buyer confidence and often increases market price. When people hear numbers like $787, $97, $64 or other huge figures, they wonder, can a Liberty coin really be worth that much? The answer is yes, but only under special circumstances. Extreme rarity. Historic importance. Perfect condition. Strong demand. When these factors combine, the sky is the limit, but not every Liberty coin is rare. That is very important. Many are common and affordable. The key is knowledge. Knowing the year. Knowing the mint mark. Knowing the variety. Knowing the condition. The coin market today remains strong. Precious metal prices influence bullion coins. Collector interest influences rare coins. Auctions set record prices when wealthy collectors compete for the finest examples. If you own a Liberty coin, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Even a rare coin can lose thousands of dollars if improperly cleaned. Always handle coins by the edges and store them safely. The beauty of Liberty coins is not only in their value but in their story. Each coin passed through hands across generations. Through wars. Through economic crises. Through growth and change. A Liberty coin connects you directly to American history. The 2001 Liberty design used on the Silver Eagle continues the legacy of freedom and strength. While most 2001 coins are not extremely rare today, over time condition rarity can make certain examples more desirable. Limited edition proofs or special mint packaging may also increase future value. Serious collectors study population reports, auction records, and grading statistics. They look for low mintage years. Key dates. Error coins. Die varieties. These small differences can mean massive price differences. The world of Liberty coins is a world of opportunity. Some collectors invest. Some collect for passion. Some search for treasure. And sometimes, treasure is found where no one expected it. Before buying or selling any Liberty coin, research carefully. Compare auction prices. Verify authenticity. Consider professional grading. Knowledge protects your investment. Liberty coins have been shining for over 2 centuries. From the earliest silver dollars to modern bullion coins, they represent freedom, artistry, and value. Some are worth a few dollars. Some are worth millions. The difference lies in rarity and condition. Imagine discovering a rare Liberty coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in your collection. It has happened before. And it could happen again. This is why the world of Liberty coins continues to excite collectors around the globe. If you love coins, history, and the possibility of hidden treasure, stay connected with coins. Because every coin has a story. And some stories are worth a fortune.